The transfer window has officially begun. Welcome back to another video on the channel, Newcastle fans. If you are new to Black and White Banter, make sure you drop down, give us a like and give us a subscribe, because if by the end of this video you like the sound of my voice and my opinions, you'll get notified when I post the next one. Technology, eh? So, our first player of this transfer window was in the door. We're all excited for it. We're all excited to see what the summer brings, and it has officially begun as of today. Matty Targett. Well, it wasn't really too much of a secret that he was potentially going to be signing for us. He was on loan for us from January onwards at the second half of last season. He has now officially put pen to paper and is a Newcastle player from Aston Villa. The fee is believed to be around the 15 million mark, which includes the 3 million loan fee that we've paid Aston Villa for his time last season. And he's on a 4-year deal. So he's not here just in the short term. This is a longer term contract for him as well. And I'm absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted. I've talked quite a lot on my videos about last season and the great form that we saw in the second half of the year. And Matty Targett was part of that massively. We've spent a hell of a long time as a football club over the last 2 or 3 years playing without what I would see as a solid left back, a natural left back, a left back doing left back things, as daft as that sounds. Positionally strong, defensively strong, good in the tackle, good at really just jockeying, if you want to say jockeying wingers, making sure their lives become difficult on that right-hand side of opposing teams. And Matty Targett ticks all them boxes. Going forward, he hasn't been half bad. He's terrorised some midfields and some defences over the second half of the season in certain games. And he's just been all-round solid. And I think it's fair to say that out of all of our January signings, the Brunos, the Dan Burns, the Trippiers, all of these great players, Matty Targett is the one that you could even argue doesn't get the headlines. You know, Bruno stole the show because he's been wonderful. Dan Burn is a natural, he's a born and bred Geordie, so he was always going to get that little bit more limelight. Dan Burn's one of our own, blah, 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 blah. And Matty Targett, cheeky loan signing, in through the back door, get him in. He played every single minute of our Premier League survival in that second half of the season, and that goes without saying. He's been instrumental. I mean, some of his performances across that period have been absolutely fantastic. And that was sort of dignified in that last home game of the season against Arsenal. Again, I thought he was brilliant. The whole team was that day. But he wanted to stay. And it turned into a bit of a, not a soap opera, but a little bit up and down. He said in his interviews he wanted to stay. That was clear. We love him. The fans have taken to him on social media. He's been welcomed into the city. He's been in great form under Eddie Howe. Then his girlfriend put a post, if you remember, saying short but sweet in terms of his time at Newcastle. And we thought, oh, shit. And then we start getting heavily linked with left-backs all over the world. Atletico Madrid left-backs, and things start to cool. And then he's over the line, and he's our first signing. And I'm absolutely delighted. I really am. And for me, one of the most important things about this signing and getting this signing done before the window's even properly open is the fact that, yes, we want to push on. Yes, we want to get the big hitters of the world, the Brunos, the international superstars, the players that sort of send us from that 15th to, that 12th to 17th position in the Premier League into that 11th to maybe 8th, 7th, the high quality of footballer. But it's also important that we don't run before we can walk in this new era. And it's not going to be an overnight thing. And I think to get players in who, good grafters, know the Premier League, are passionate, he's a passionate Englishman, that's important, those sorts of characters. They really are. And I think I've already seen the amount of Newcastle players who've come out and congratulated him on their social media about signing. That tells me everything I want to know about the lad. Bruno did the video where he said, this guy's got to stay. At the back end of last season after the Arsenal game, that tells me that not only have the other English lads taken to him, but the international players, the bigger players, if you like, in the squad, have really taken to him as well. And I think Eddie Howe needs the right balance. He needs the characters that are good for the dressing room, who do all the unsung stuff. Like I say, he's kind of gone under the radar to complement the Maximins, the Brunos, all the other players we get linked with. You know, this Paqueta we keep getting linked with. And the list is going to keep going. That Ekitike, or however you pronounce his name, from France, the young striker. These are all slightly more glamorous signings than Matty Targett, but that left-back position is a problem we have had for years. Matt Ritchie couldn't defend for shit. I've said that for a long time now. Other players who've played there, well, Lewis, we don't even know where Lewis is these days. Is he going to be part of Eddie Howe's plans? We have no idea now that the new ownership is in. Hasn't really been given a chance, so we'll see on that one. So our only real left-back now, if you rule those two out, and you would assume Matt Ritchie's definitely one of the names out the door this summer, is Paul Dummett, who signed the one-year contract. He can slot in there. So whether we continue to strengthen in the left-back area, I don't know. We're not in Europe, so that the demand fixture-wise isn't huge. You would like to hope we go on a cup run of some kind, whether it's League Cup or FA Cup. God, Eddie, give us a cup run. But this is a fantastic bit of business. And I'm already excited for the transfer window. We have gone from being the team, and I'm going to keep saying it, that has relied on loan signings and free transfers on the last day of the window, to now getting somebody in. And can I just say, 12 million for Matty Targett in today's transfer market, based off how he performed last season, is a snip. Absolute fucking snip. He's not injury prone. He's solid every single game. Didn't really miss a match in the second half of last season. And he's already part of Eddie Howe's way of thinking, tactical plans, defensive plans, and he slots straight back in at the start of the season. There's no bedding in process. 12 million, job's a good one. I've seen a lot of Aston Villa fans on social media, maybe they're salty, I don't know, saying that Matty Targett will drop off in performance because that's what he did for them. He won their Player of the Year a year ago, and apparently his performance has dropped off, which is why Gerrard dipped into the transfer market. So time will tell. I don't think that's going to happen. Why would a player always drop off in performance? Is he looking for that big contract? I'm not going to get into that, because for me, Matty Targett has done not a single thing for us to even be having that conversation. It's just what I've seen on social media from Villa fans. So yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon. Now let's grab our popcorn, grab our bottles of brown ale, and let this transfer market really kick into action, because I am fully expecting, under the organisation and the ambition of our club ownership, for us now to look to get, I would think, maybe 3 or 4 within the first couple of weeks of the window. Get your business done early, get them on the pre-season tour, get them bedded in, and let's start this fucking season with a bang. Still need pinching sometimes that this is really happening in Newcastle United. Players coming in for 12 million before the window's even properly open, before I can even say the word transfer window. So, let us know your thoughts on Matty Targett. Let us know if you maybe would have gone for someone else at left back, whether you think we should also boost our left back options in the transfer window, and just let me know your thoughts on our first official signing through the door. And like I say, get us on Facebook and Instagram, but like and subscribe. If you like my opinions, maybe you didn't, you'll get us on there. But hey, Newcastle have hit the target early in the transfer window. You like that one? No, I thought it was pretty funny. I'll see you on the next video anyway. Away the lads.